Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown, Week 3. Danny, how you doing?
Good.
You're 9 years old.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
good.
much difference.
No? You got a new hat for your birthday?
Yeah.
First I thought it was a Chicago Bears hat, but it's really just, it's called Waggle.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Pretty cool. But I could understand why you might not want to wear Bears gear today. What do you think of Sunday?
Yeah.
Not pretty, not pretty.
Not at all.
We'll talk about it a little, but boy, I was just talking to my Uncle Steve before I got here about the Bears game. Nothing good. Just not even one good word. Did you catch the Vikings game on Sunday night?
Yeah.
JJ, not so good this time. Well, the Bears made him look great.
Yeah.
Atlanta really made him struggle. Well, how about this? I forgot to add up the records from the first week and the second week, but I know that we tied both picking the winners and against the spread week 1. So you will be happy to hear that week 2, picking winners, you went 13-3. Pretty awesome. I went 12-4. You went one game better. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe more impressively against the point spread, 11 wins, 5 losses for you. 11 wins, 5 losses for me. So I'm pretty sure we are tied picking against the spread and that you have a 1-game lead picking winners. So you are in pretty good shape going into week 3. Did you watch any of the other games on Sunday? What were the other big
Well,
games?
I watched the Vikings.
Yep, on Sunday night. How about the football on Monday night on your birthday?
I mostly just watched the Tampa and Texans,
Mm-hmm.
which
Pretty good
then
game.
Tampa win.
Yeah, late touchdown run by Rashad White.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, I think the final was 20-19, so really close. Yeah, I wonder if on Sunday did you see that wild Giants-Cowboys game?
Yeah,
Wow.
that was crazy.
Just back and forth and back and forth. Dallas and did you see the Bears play next? Oh, we'll save it. You do know, right though? Yeah. So they looked okay. I guess maybe they didn't have very good defense on Sunday, but we'll see how they fare against the Bears. And then did you see the Chiefs-Eagles game?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, another close game. Much closer than the Super Bowl was. So Kansas City put up a decent fight, but it just wasn't enough. You know, nobody can seem to stop that tush push. Philly they're the best at it. All right, are you ready to start picking the week 3 games, or do you have anything else to say about week 2?
Who did the Ravens play?
Cleveland. They beat them bad, 41-17.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who did the Bills play?
The Bills beat the Jets. The Bills beat the Jets 30-10. And
another meh team.
yeah, another MAC team. So pretty easy wins for those 2 teams in the AFC.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Well, the first game is Dolphins-Bills.
Okay, what do you have to share about these 2 teams? Blowout.
Yeah.
It kind of is looking that way. I mean, the Dolphins are 0-2. Their latest loss was at home against the Patriots. That's not a very good loss at all. And now Buffalo, 2-0. They got an easy win at the Jets after their big comeback win against the Ravens the week before. So, like, what do you think might happen in this game more than just the score? You know, do you have a little feedback for us all?
Josh Allen is going to happen.
Yeah, I think so. He happens most
And-
games.
I mean, Tua's not going to do the best.
I can see that. How about that Buffalo crowd? It could be rowdy.
Yeah.
Night game.
But, I mean, Devon Achane's decent.
He is.
With the running game.
He's a pretty good running back. I think he scored a
But-
touchdown in both games.
Tua and Tyreek are not looking the best.
Yeah, some people are thinking Tyreek might get traded to a team who's good. But we'll see. We'll see.
I think he's going to go to the Broncos.
Oh,
I don't know why.
that's your guess?
Yeah.
Maybe you had a dream about it. Do you have the Bills favored by 12.5?
13.
13.5? I guess the most recent I saw was 12.5. What are you thinking score-wise?
Well, obviously, I have Bills covering the point spread.
I do too.
And obviously, I have the Bills winning.
And score?
31-20.
Oh, close. I am 31-14. Actually, if you say 31-20, you actually have the Dolphins covering the point spread because you have it
Oh, yeah.
less than 12.5. But I'm with you on the Bills, and I think it's going to be a big win. Buffalo 31-14. Okay. Oh boy. Do we have to? Tell me what it is. Lay it on me.
Cowboys, Bears.
Okay, we'll talk about the Cowboys first. There were 7 lead changes in a crazy game against the Giants. Did you see that Brandon Aubrey, your fantasy kicker,
Got like a 60-yard field.
it was a 64-yard field goal at the end of the fourth quarter just to push it to overtime. And he drilled it. And then I think there was an interception. They got in Aubrey field goal range again, and he won it against the Giants. It was a really back and forth game. Dak was smoking. I think CeeDee Lamb had a pretty big game.
And I think you said the Jets. It's the Giants.
Giants. I meant the Giants. Yeah, New York Giants. Okay. The Bears. They got destroyed. They just got destroyed. And Jalen Johnson, their best player, he missed the game against the Vikings. He played about 2 quarters against the Lions before he got hurt. Now they're thinking he's done for the year. He's their best player on defense. T.J. Edwards was another guy who missed the game against the Vikings, a linebacker. Played a little bit, didn't finish the game. I don't know if he's going to play against the Cowboys. The offensive line makes so many penalties. The defense can't stop anything. I mean, Gibbs and Montgomery just torched them. Tyreek Stevenson, remember him? He's the guy who gave up the Hail Mary to Jaden Daniels last year. He cannot cover anybody, and now he technically is their best cornerback because Jalen Johnson's hurt. I'm gonna be afraid every Sunday or Monday or Thursday, whenever the Bears play, because I don't think this team is gonna win before their bye week, and they play theirs their bye week 5. So they play, and the teams they play are not exactly good teams. They play the Cowboys and the Raiders. I don't think they can beat either of those teams. That's my opinion as a fan, as a disgruntled fan who is at his breaking point. Like, I watched the game and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I watched the whole thing too. Just keep punching me. Keep punching me. Kick me when I'm down. How do you feel about these two teams? I rambled about the Bears. What do you got?
I didn't watch the Bears because
Well, you didn't miss much.
the Cowboys looking like a pretty good team.
They're 1-1 now, and they played the Eagles close. Remember?
Yeah.
Week 1.
So I actually have a close game, but I mean, the Bears, you know,
You can say it. Just lay it on me. I can take it.
Cowboys 21, Bears 20.
All right, I'm not hurt by that score because, and the last I read, the Bears were a 1.5 point favorite. I don't know why. I think yours probably says even, or no, yours says Cowboys 1.5. I thought I saw Bears 1.5. No matter what the spread is, I got a 10-point win for Dallas, 34-24. And I will say this right now: I will not pick the Bears to win until they win. So I'm going to pick them to lose every single game until they show me they are capable of winning an NFL football game.
Well, that's hurtful.
And that could be a while. I don't know. Game 3, Game 2 on Sunday. You'll like this one, I think. Although, maybe not.
Bengals at Minnesota.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Did you see he needs toe surgery? He's out 3 months.
3 months?
He won't be playing until December.
December?
Yeah. So like the last maybe handful of games, 3 or 4 games, he might be healthy.
Wow.
Jake Browning had a nice comeback against the Jags. But let's face it, he's no Joe Burrow. Speaking of injured quarterbacks, J.J. McCarthy has a high ankle sprain. He's going to miss 2 to 4 weeks. I think the Vikings play in either London or Germany next week and the week after. So I don't even know if J.J. McCarthy is going to play the next couple games until they come back from
It
Europe.
really sucks for me because my fantasy team is Joe Burrow and my backup is J.J. McCarthy.
You might have to see if Penix is out there or somebody like that.
I think Trevor Lawrence is probably the best.
Was he the best? Okay.
Probably the best one.
Okay. Well, that's tough. Or you could pick up Carson Wentz, the Vikings' new quarterback. Or you could pick
At
up
least
Jake
he's-
Browning, the Bengals' new quarterback.
At least he's not that one guy that's...
Nick Mullen.
Yeah.
Or Mullins.
He was horrible.
Oh, he was a turnover machine. But you know what? He was kind of fantasy gold. Because he would get these pick sixes and then he would throw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, but he'd have a bunch of sacks and a bunch of fumbles and a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah.
He was good for fantasy kind of because it was just back and forth shootout games, high scoring. All right, so both quarterbacks are hurt. What do you think? Who can step up and win them this game then? Like who's gonna have to shine?
I mean, the Vikings have Justin Jefferson.
One of the better wide receivers in the game.
But then there's Jamar Chase on the Bengals.
Probably the best wide receiver in the game.
So,
I can't believe you didn't wear your gritty shirt for this episode. Chase versus Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know these quarterbacks.
Yeah, Browning played a little bit for Cincinnati.
I think I remember Browning a
about
little
2
bit.
years ago. Wentz was an Eagle, and now he's been a backup for probably the last few years.
Was he a rookie last year?
No. He was an Eagle probably 8 years ago, something like that. Kind of bounced around between, I think he might have been Mahomes' backup, he might have been Stafford's backup.
And
He might have started for the Colts one year. I think he was the
Really?
starter for the Colts, yeah.
So, again, don't really know who's throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's hard to guess this one because you just don't know how the quarterbacks are going to play. The Vikings are at home, if that makes a difference.
I think Jamar Chase is going to get it done.
Okay.
I think this is my first not picking the Vikings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bengals 28, Vikings 27.
Do you have Vikings 2.5 point favorite?
3.5.
Okay, it's only Tuesday, so these things kind of move around a lot. But I kind of agree with you. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I'm cheering for the Bengals. So I'm just taking Bengals 21-20. Sorry. That's my reasoning.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, here's a game between 1-1 teams in the AFC.
Steelers, Patriots.
What are your thoughts on this one? I'm not looking. I promise I'm not looking.
Well, both teams are 1-1.
Yep.
Both quarterbacks are meh.
Well,
And
Aaron
one of them
Rodgers.
sucks, which is
Well, Aaron Rodgers is
Aaron
old, and Drake May is young.
Yeah.
Drake Young is May. Yeah. Pittsburgh's home loss by 2 touchdowns to Seattle was a little surprising. And
and
now they've given up over 30 points to both the Jets and the Seahawks. And that was supposed to be a pretty good defense, right?
yeah.
TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, Jalen Ramsey now. You know, those are good players. Why
Yeah.
are they giving up 30 points a game?
I think Drake May is gonna step up his game a little bit.
Okay.
And I really hope Aaron Rodgers is going to take a step down in this game.
How about way down?
Way down.
Drake May did look good on Sunday in the win against Miami. He had a touchdown run and 2 touchdown passes. So, yeah, he played better.
So, I think Patriots are going to get it done.
Do you have 1.5 point favorites,
Yeah.
Patriots? I'm a little surprised they're the favorite, but that just goes to show you Pittsburgh's not playing up to their level right now.
I do have the Steelers covering the point spread.
Okay, so close game.
Patriots 21 and Steelers 20.
I'm gonna have a 1 point win as well.
Are you going to make it like 17 to 16?
No, I'm gonna just change the team though. I'm taking the Steelers, 24-23. I know it's in New England. I just don't necessarily believe that the Patriots are a good team or that the Steelers are a bad team. I just think the Steelers have more talent. So, okay, we have 2 consecutive games here in the AFC South. What is the first of them?
Colts Titans.
Did you see Danny Dimes beat Denver?
That was upset.
That was an upset, and you picked it right. And that was an exciting game. There was a field goal attempt right at the end that was really long that they missed. The Colts missed. But there was a penalty on the Broncos. So the Colts got another try at it. And it's good.
Yeah.
And the Colts won it.
Whoever that was probably is really mad at themselves.
Yeah, that's
Whoever
a
did the penalty.
foolish because it cost you a win. Yeah. Tennessee, you've got Cam Ward threw his first touchdown pass in the NFL in the loss against the Rams. He's been sacked 11 times the first 2 weeks. Already.
So that's like 5 a game?
Yeah, 5 or 6 a game. That's a lot, I know, because Caleb Williams got sacked 68 times last year, and that was 4 a game. So Cam Ward getting sacked 5 or 6 times a game, that's way too many. Way too many. Because what Caleb Williams got sacked last year was way too many. So that is my input on this one. Do you have anything else about the Colts or the Titans?
I mean, Colts, Jonathan Taylor.
He had a big game against Denver, and that's a good defense that Denver has.
Danny Dimes is surprisingly kind of getting it done.
2-0.
Yeah.
I mean, who'd have thunk it? Surprising. I think they're one of the more surprising teams in the NFL right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to have to take the Colts on this one.
Do you have 3.5 point
Yeah.
favorite? Yep, me too.
Colts 28 and Titans 23.
Okay, I'm going to have a similar difference. You have a 5 point difference. I'll have a 4 point difference. I'll go a little lower scoring. Colts 21, Titans 17. How about the second of the AFC South battles this week?
Texans, Jaguars.
You said you watched a little of that Monday night Texans-Bucks game. What did you think of the Texans?
They surprisingly did. I mean, CJ Stroud wasn't looking too good in that game. And he wasn't really looking good in either of the games.
No. And they kind of had a late score by Nick Chubb, gave them the lead. I think it was their only lead of the game. And then the defense just let Baker Mayfield and the Bucks just march down, control the clock, and I want to say they scored with like 9 seconds left
Yeah,
to win it.
Yeah. And then didn't they the Houston go for a long field goal?
No, because there was only, I think the kickoff was the only play left. I think there might have been a kickoff, and then it was
Probably.
game over. And then as far as the Jags go, they had a big lead on they had a lead on Cincinnati, but there was a pass interference penalty on Travis Hunter down the sideline that was a little questionable. The ref threw the flag, and I don't really know if it was a penalty.
When he was on defense?
Yeah, and it set up the Bengals game-winning touchdown. So Jacksonville kind of has a reason to be kind of ticked off with the refs. Like, they had a chance to steal that game from the Bengals, because a win in Cincinnati would have been a pretty good win for the Jags.
Yeah.
Instead, they're 1-1. Houston, who I think has won the division the last 2 years, they're 0-2. And historically, if you start 0-2, you have a slim chance to make the playoffs. I want to say it's like a 12% chance to make the playoffs.
Really?
So you really don't want to go 0-3 if you're Houston.
So
What are you thinking?
the Colts might make it.
Maybe. I mean, they kind of right now are looking like the best team in the division.
They might be like the Commanders where they sucked. Well,
They were okay. I bet they were like 7-10 or 8-9
Yeah.
last year. They weren't terrible.
yeah, but now they might be, one of those like Buccaneers teams.
It kind of seems like as good as, they will be as good as Daniel Jones is. Is he Indiana Jones, the guy who's played great 2 games? Or is he Danny Dimes, the guy you kind of remember from the Giants? So, but we're on Houston Jags. So, between those 2 teams, what do you think? What gives on Sunday?
Right, Houston Jets, right?
Houston Jags is our game, yeah. Jags by 1.5.
1.5.
Yep.
I have a close game. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna get it done. 24-23.
24-23. You picked Lawrence?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 24-23, but I have the Texans. So, not exactly the same. We have the same score. By the way, we did not get, remember the one we picked the same score on last week?
Yeah.
28-21, Bengals win. It wasn't the score. The score really was 31-27. So, we are on game 2, 4, 6. We picked this one. We're on game 7. Here's a battle in the AFC South.
Falcons.
NFC South.
Falcons, Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you saw the Falcons up close and personal there on Sunday night. What'd you think?
They did good.
I thought their defense played really well against the Vikings.
Bijan got a few good runs.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Darnell Mooney play pretty good?
I didn't see his final stat line, but Mooney and London are a pretty good pair of wide receivers.
Wasn't he on the Bears once?
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah.
He was kind of a good second receiver for an NFL team. Penix wasn't even very good against the Vikings.
But he still got it done, I guess.
Yeah, and they forced 3 McCarthy turnovers, and they sacked JJ 6 times.
Did he get injured in one of those 6 times?
If it was a sack or a run, I'm not really sure when McCarthy got hurt. But yeah, he hurt his ankle. So
I think their running game was pretty good with Bijan.
it is a pretty good running game, yeah.
I think they're going to do it again.
Yeah, against Carolina. I mean, Carolina had a chance at the end against Arizona after getting an onside kick, but they didn't.
Panthers.
Yeah, and Bryce Young, they're starting really slow these first 2 games, and he's playing a little better later, like in the 4th quarter, but it's really too little too late in both these cases because they're 0-2.
So, the Panthers game is Their running game is
You
decent.
got Chuba. You kind of
Yeah.
like Chuba.
What?
You like Chuba, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
So, I think Bijan's gonna get it done
Okay.
in Carolina.
Yep.
27-20.
You've got the Falcons covering the point spread. I've got it at 5.5 Falcons. I'm gonna actually take Carolina to cover the spread, but I'll take Falcons to win 23-19. This is a rematch of a NFC playoff game last year.
Okay.
Okay.
Rams, Eagles.
Do you remember anything about that playoff game?
No.
Stafford had them with it. I think it was pretty close actually, and the Rams lost.
Is that the game where it was like raining or something, and then Barkley got his like 70-yard running touchdown?
I don't remember
I think it
all the
was either
specifics.
Raining or snowing.
Yeah, it wasn't snowing, I don't think, but that kind of rings a bell. I just remember it being kind of a surprisingly close game. Like the Rams did battle, and it was in Philly. Sometimes the Rams, when they have to play outside because they have an indoor stadium, you wonder how they're going to play. But at least in that playoff game, they put up a fight. What did you see of the Rams and Titans game? Probably not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually losing in the third quarter, but then they scored 20 points in a row for an easy win. And you said when we talked about the games early, you did see a little of the Philly-Kansas City game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly played good defense. I mean, less than 300 yards for the Chiefs and only 17 points. Seems like you win a lot of games if you can hold your opponent to 17 points. You got two teams who are now 2-0 in the NFC. They're probably considered two of the better teams in the NFC. Definitely the Eagles are.
Yeah.
And the Rams, I mean, if Stafford's healthy, they got a lot of weapons on offense. Their defense is young and up and coming, it seems like.
Yeah. Aren't they the second youngest defense?
That might be true. I feel like there
I
was
think
some
it's
stat
the-
like that last
I
year.
think it's Green Bay.
Green Bay, I think, is the youngest team. I don't know about specific to defense, but that could be true. Well, what's your input between these NFC powerhouses?
Well, Eagles' running game is obviously good, and their passing game is pretty good.
Yeah, it's been quiet this year, though.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown, they're not really throwing the ball deep at all down the field, but they just don't have to yet.
Yeah,
So when they
because-
have to, will they be able to?
And they still have 2 wins with not passing too far. So.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just do what you have to do. And it's like, hey, team that we're playing, if you can't stop us running, we're going to just pound the ball down the field. And then why would you throw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what the Eagles think, I think.
So, I think I'm going to take the Philly covering the point spread. Well, I have 3.5.
I have 3.5 Philly. Yep.
So then, yeah, I have Philly covering the point spread.
Okay.
35-27.
I'm going to have the Rams covering the point spread, but the Eagles winning the game 27-24. All right, here's a game between a team that's 0-2 and a team that's 2-0.
Sleeper and Buccaneers.
Sleeper? Who's the
Jets.
sleeper? Yeah. Justin Fields got a concussion in the blowout loss against the
See what I'm
Bills.
talking about?
So they might be playing Tyrod Taylor.
Who's
And-
that guy?
No, he played for Buffalo. He's played for a lot of teams. Giants, I think the Browns. He's kind of bounced around a lot. He's kind of a smaller guy. Yeah, but he's not the worst backup to have. He's played a lot. Baker Mayfield, 2 fourth-quarter comebacks, and I saw a statistic today. The Buccaneers are the first team since the merger between the AFL and the NFL back in 1970. Tampa is the first team to win their first 2 games of the year with comebacks in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Really?
So Baker's playing good. And you know what? I as I was watching that Tampa Houston game, I couldn't help but think. Baker Mayfield is what I hope Caleb Williams can start playing like. Because they're about the same size, they're both 6'1", they're both first overall draft choices. And Baker Mayfield he's figured it out. Like, his teammates love him. He's clutch when it's in the fourth quarter. He shakes off sacks. He's all these things that I wish Caleb Williams had.
I would say he's probably one of the top 5, maybe top 5 quarterbacks, but no one sees
In the league,
him as
nobody
that.
sees him as that. See, when you think about top 5, you say Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Who am I forgetting?
Jaden Daniels.
Maybe Jaden Daniels.
Or I would say maybe Baker.
Yeah, I mean, Baker, Justin Herbert.
Maybe Bo Nix.
That seems pretty high for Bo Nix, but yeah, Hurts.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Baker Mayfield cracks the top 5 in top quarterbacks.
Probably, most likely, definitely top 10.
Top 10, I think you could make a case. And I'm going to go on a limb and say Baker Mayfield is one of my favorite players who doesn't play for the Bears.
Okay.
I just like his style. I like his game. I like how he plays.
Okay.
So, knowing this, which is total opinion, not much fact in telling you that he's my favorite player, but whatever. What do you think?
I think Buccaneers are going to get another game done.
Okay. Not surprising.
31-24.
And do you have a 6.5 point spread?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. And you had a 7-point win. I'm gonna go with Tampa 8-point win, 27-19. All right. Here's a game that there's a little bit of question as to one player's health. Cryptic, I know. It'll be mysterious.
Raiders, Commanders.
So Jaden Daniels got his knee a little dinged up against Green Bay. His status is unknown right now as we sit here Tuesday afternoon. Vegas played the late game that didn't even start until 9 o'clock our time last night. And I only watched a little bit of it, but Geno Smith threw 3 picks and no touchdowns.
Did he get hurt?
I don't think he got hurt, but they lost 20-9 to the
So who got
Chargers.
hurt?
It was Jaden Daniels who got a little dinged up in the Green Bay game. He played the whole game, but now I guess sometimes these guys play the game and then the next day they're like, "Oh, coach, my knee hurts." Like JJ McCarthy, I think that preseason game,
Yeah.
he played through it, and then the next day they're like, "Oh, he needs a season-ending surgery." You're like, "What?" This Jaden Daniels injury is a little bit. We just don't know on Tuesday. The coaches won't tell you anything on Tuesday. They don't tell you anything until the injury report comes out on Wednesday. And then you see, did the guy practice? Did he practice kind of halfway, which is called limited, or did he not practice at all? So we'll know later in the week what Jaden Daniels' practice schedule looks like. Austin Eckler got hurt for the season against Green Bay. So they're down a running back too.
Terry McLaurin is a pretty good receiver.
Yeah, I agree.
And don't they have that, number 80 guy?
Oh, well, they have Debo, for one
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
They got Debo. I don't know who that number 80 guy is right off the top of my head, but they have an okay tight end, Zach Ertz. And they actually have, as far as backup quarterbacks go, if Jaden Daniels missed the game, Marcus Mariota is not the worst backup in the league either. He's started in the past. So
Who was the starter quarterback for Commanders before Jaden Daniels was in the NFL?
I think it was Sam Howell. I think he was this guy who was on the Commanders. They traded him to Seattle. Seattle actually traded him to the Vikings, but he was only on them in the preseason. And then I think the Vikings traded him to, I don't remember where Sam Howell is right now, but he started the whole year before Jaden Daniels got there, and now I don't even know if he's played since. Well,
Wow.
what do you got for this one? Vegas and the Commanders.
I got Commanders. I actually think I have Raiders covering the points spread.
Do you have 3.5?
No, I have 5.5. But if it's 3.5, then I don't have them covering.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't even have it if it was 5.5. 17 Raiders, 28 Commanders.
Okay. I'm gonna have Vegas keep it close and within the point spread, only because I wonder about Jaden Daniels' health. And let's say even if he plays, if his knee is bothering him, maybe he won't run quite as much as he normally does. So I think it could be a close game. I'll say Commanders 23 and Las Vegas Raiders 21. There's one more game at noon. Who is it? I know. You can say it.
Blah and Browns.
We'll call blah the Green Bay Packers, and we'll call the Cleveland Browns the Cleveland Browns. Okay. Packers wins over the Lions, wins over the Commanders. That's two pretty good victories, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
This is their first road game of the season, but it's against the 0-2 Cleveland Browns.
So, my opinion is,
Yeah.
I hate the Packers.
Ditto.
And I'm gonna try every single year, or every single time the Packers play, Blah plays.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep it close.
Because that's what you kind of want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I have the Browns covering the point spread, which is a shocker for most people.
7.5 points. Is that what you
I
said?
got 8.5.
Okay, we'll say 7.5 for now.
Block 28, Browns 27.
Oh, real close game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it a little wider of a gap, but still the Browns covering the spread, but the Packers winning the game 23-17. And I could see the Packers winning like 23-10, and then the Browns scoring like a really late touchdown just to cover the spread. So I don't think it's gonna be a really down to the wire kind of game.
I really, really hope the Packers for the next 3 games play the Ravens, the Bills, and the Eagles.
That would be nice. Just give them, although I bet they're thinking, hey man, we already played the Lions and the Commanders, 2 of the better teams last year. You're gonna make us play all the best teams?
Yeah.
We don't want to see things from a Packer fan's perspective, right?
At least the Chargers would be decent for them to play.
Yeah. I don't remember what division they play, but okay, there are 3 games at 3 o'clock. Kind of a big game in the AFC West.
Broncos, Chargers.
Yeah, you said you watched a little of that Browns-Colts game, or
Yeah.
Broncos-Colts game. Broncos-Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough way to lose for Denver. Bo Nix had some turnover problems the first week when they played Tennessee. He did have 3 turnovers. He got that down to 1 turnover against Indy, but they still lost. Now, one quarterback I forgot to mention when we were rattling off all the good quarterbacks in the AFC because all the good ones are in the AFC. One name I forgot, Justin Herbert.
Oh.
He's got 5 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and the Chargers
When
are
they
2-0.
played, I think it was the Chiefs.
Yep.
He had really good running skills that game.
He's an athletic guy for
Yeah.
as big as he is. He moves pretty well.
Yeah.
And does anybody have a stronger arm than him in the league? He has a rocket.
He's kind of a little like Josh Allen.
A little bit. They don't really use him in the same way as far as, like, Josh Allen sometimes will take a shotgun snap and just plow forward, especially at the goal line. So I think Allen is a little bigger than Herbert. But he is athletic, and he's good. He doesn't always run forward. Sometimes he just scrambles to throw it. He stays behind the line of scrimmage. But he's a good quarterback, and he's got the Chargers in a pretty good spot at 2-0. And, if they could get this game, if they could win this one against Denver, they'd be sitting pretty with wins. This is their third division game. So they've already beaten Kansas City. They've already beaten the Raiders. Now they have a chance to beat Denver.
Now they're winning against every team in their division.
And that's a good way to win your division. And
Yeah.
if you win your division, you make the playoffs every single time. So, yeah, the Chargers are off to a good start. Will that good start continue?
I hope so.
You hope so? Do you think so?
Yes.
Yes. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Chargers. Well, I actually was just kind of kidding. Because I actually have the Broncos.
Oh, you're going to do your Uncle Tim a solid and
Yeah.
pick his favorite team. Okay.
I have the Broncos 29. Chargers 28.
So, good game. All right. I'm going to have the Chargers cover the point spread of 2.5.
You probably have the Chargers.
I do have the Chargers winning 27-21. So we're different on a handful of games. Okay, this game is between NFC teams. I would say it's not the best looking game on the week 3 slate, but it's a game.
Saints, Seahawks.
I mention him every week. Spencer Rattler, 0-8 as a starter now for the Saints. 6 losses last year, 2 this year. He has actually been okay this year. It hasn't been his fault, I would say, that the Saints are 0-2. He's playing at least. He hasn't had any turnovers, so that's something, But sometimes you need a guy to make a play, and he's not making plays.
Is it Taysom Hill that's either sometimes their quarterback?
He's like he doesn't throw a lot of passes, but he's a tight end quarterback. He takes a lot of wildcat snaps where he's just in shotgun just to run it.
I think last year they did a flea flicker with him that was like 70 yards.
Yeah, if you have a guy like Taysom Hill, you can kind of do a lot of trick plays when he's in the game. And if you have a starting quarterback like Spencer Rattler, it would be good if you had a guy like Taysom Hill. I think Hill is injured though. He started the season hurt. I don't really know what his deal is. From the Seahawks standpoint, I was surprised that they coasted to a 2-touchdown win at Pittsburgh. I didn't see that coming. You did, because you picked the Seahawks. So you knew it.
So I think the Seahawks are going to be a little like last year, but I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, so they're going to be one of the best 7 teams in the NFC is what you think. Okay.
So
Cool.
I have Saints covering the point spread.
7.5 point spread by
Yeah.
Seattle. Yep.
But I do have the Seahawks winning. 21-17.
Okay, I've got 17 points for New Orleans, but I've got 27 points for Seattle. So I've got the same winner, got the Seahawks covering the spread. Okay, last game at 3 o'clock is between NFC West rivals. You know what else I forgot to do? I was giving you the all-time record of the rivals, the division rivals. I forgot to tabulate those this week. So don't have that information. But what NFC West rivals duke it out this week?
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
49ers.
Okay. And did you catch any of these games? Let's see. San Francisco won at New Orleans, and Arizona won at home against Carolina.
Yeah. I think I watched the Niners game.
Yeah, Mac Jones. Could you believe it?
Yeah, he did pretty good.
3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and they won at New Orleans.
And they were throwing the ball to McCaffrey a lot.
I saw it. They really aren't limiting his touches. He had like 30 touches, I want to say, runs and catches in the first game. 30 is a big number.
Yeah.
I think it was more around 20 against the Saints. That's still a lot.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of action. And to think that he was a little, you wondered if he was hurt going into the season. They're not using him like he's hurt.
Yeah.
They're feeding him.
They're getting the ball to him as much as they can.
Yeah, and Arizona, they're 2-0 for the first time since 2021, the last time they made the playoffs. Kind of a big early game in the NFC West if these teams think of themselves as playoff teams. So I've got Niners favored by 1.5.
Same.
Yeah, so the people in Vegas, the gamblers, they think this is going to be a tight game. Do you?
Yes.
I do too.
I got the Cardinals covering.
I do too.
So we probably both have 1-point games.
Or I have the Cardinals winning.
So I have the 49ers winning.
Okay.
28-27.
Oh, just kidding. I have the Niners winning too, 23-22.
Okay.
So, but a 1-point game, just like you. Arizona covering the 1.5 point spread. Okay. I bet when NBC got this game as the Sunday night game, they were really hoping both these teams would not be 0-2, but they are.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Super Bowl losers last year.
Yeah.
Love saying it. Chiefs Giants.
Yeah, did you see the interception off of Kelsey's hands at the
Yeah.
goal line?
That
Then
was tough.
the Eagles caught it. Like, that was a huge swing. Think about that. I think it was 20-17 at that point. If Kelsey catches that, they got a 24-20 lead. It could be a lot different. But instead, Eagles intercept it, and I'm pretty sure they just ran out the clock after that. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns, 450 yards against the Cowboys. But everybody's going to remember the interception he just threw up for grabs that Dallas caught that led to the game-winning field goal. Couple of 0-2 teams. What are your feelings about these two?
I'm gonna make it a closer game.
Yeah. Do you have KC by 5.5?
5.5 for
Yeah.
KC.
Yeah. Thinking.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right.
I got the Giants covering the spread.
All right.
28-24.
And you have the Chiefs winning.
Well,
You do.
Yeah.
What made you change your score? Was there anything that got in your head that just made you change it? No.
Giants are a pretty good team.
You guess? Yeah, they're 0-2. I think the Chiefs are significantly better than the Giants.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have the Chiefs win by 10. Maybe you're picking it close, kind of like how you picked the Packers game close.
Yeah.
You just want it to be close.
Yeah.
I don't think this one will be close. So I'm going to go Chiefs 24, Giants 14. I mean, that's 10 points. Isn't exactly a blowout, but not exactly a close game either.
And
This is a good Monday night.
Football.
Yeah.
Okay. Lions, Ravens.
Well, you say you didn't watch the Lions beatdown of the Bears. You recorded it, you saw the score, you said, no thank you. I wish I did that because I watched the whole thing. And Detroit's offense just rolled. It was too easy. It was like they were playing against air. It was like it was practice and no defense was on the field. Because Goff, I think he threw 5 touchdowns and 5 incomplete passes.
How many fantasy points would you guess Goff got?
15, maybe 25, maybe.
Really?
I think he threw for over 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
What about St. Brown, Gibbs, and Laporta?
Laporta was the only one who didn't have a great game. He only had 20 yards receiving, so that's a 2 in our league. Montgomery at least had a touchdown, and I want to say 50 yards, which is... Gibbs had a touchdown and 90 yards rushing, and I'm sure he had some receiving. So Gibbs and Montgomery were good. Goff was great. Amon-Ra was uncoverable. The Bears did not have an answer for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he had maybe 2 touchdowns.
So probably about 20 points.
He definitely had 20 fantasy points, I would say. Yeah. From Baltimore's standpoint, they could only run for 45 yards against Cleveland. That's a low number, especially when you have King Henry.
Yeah.
But hey, Lamar threw 4 touchdown passes.
So,
And if you notice, that was from my fantasy team against you. Against you.
Wasn't it like 50 to 80?
I think the final was 93 to whatever you ended up with Bucky Irving.
Probably.
Something in the 60s, I think. Yeah.
There you go.
Blowout win for my squad. But hey, you're getting it together, right? You're new to this.
Aren't me and Grandpa fighting for the worst team?
You, my Uncle Steve, and your grandpa are 0-2. I think everybody else, there are 3 teams who are 2-0, and then 6 teams that are 1-1.
I hope I'm playing one of them.
I bet you're playing whoever I played week 1. Because I think you're playing Nate, I think.
Is he good?
He has a 1-1 record. So,
Okay.
for whatever that's worth. Okay, well, Detroit had, both these teams had big wins. Baltimore won by 24. Lions won by 31. What do you see happening in this game? Give me a little who's going to be the star, who's going to shine for their team.
I think Lamar's going to do what he does basically every game.
Yeah, he's hard to stop.
I think King Henry's actually not going to put up a great running game.
Okay.
I think it's all going to be like Mark Andrews, I hope. Zay Flowers.
He's been good.
Isaiah Likely, I guess.
He's hurt the first couple weeks, but I think he might be back soon.
And, I want them to throw the ball. So, I have a close game.
Okay.
I got Lions covering the point spread.
I do too.
31-30.
Who?
The
Ravens. This is my upset of the week. My biggest upset of the week.
Okay.
I know Baltimore's a 5.5 point favorite. I think this is going to be a really high scoring game. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I know that Detroit did it against the lowly Chicago Bears on Sunday, but
will they do it to Baltimore?
that's
too?
the thing. They're playing a much better opponent. But I'm going to take the Lions 30-27. They're the only team in the division who I really feel like I can have any sort of, who I can sort of cheer for. And this is a team that just embarrassed the Bears, and I'm still I'm okay with it because I'm over it. The 2025 Bears season just already seems over, and it's only 2 weeks. Yeah. Hey, stay on that chair. We're not quite done yet. Anything else to say? We picked our games. We're done for week 3, so.
What was your Super Bowl pick?
I'm sticking with Bills Eagles. Yeah, I kind of thought after we did this, maybe I'd say Detroit, but no. I'm gonna stick with Eagles, and I'm gonna stick with Buffalo.
I think Final Four.
Go for it.
Ravens, Bills.
Okay.
Detroit Eagles.
Okay. I could see that. I want to see how the Rams play against Philly this week. I really think the Rams are kind of this sort of sneaky team.
Actually, maybe the Bucks might make Final Four.
I wouldn't mind the Bucks. There's one team who I really, really, really don't want in the Final Four that we haven't said yet. But they're playing like a Final Four team, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Like, that would be scary, but
the Bucks are too.
yeah, true. Who'd the Bucks beat, though? They beat Atlanta and Houston. And when you look at who Green Bay beat, Detroit and Washington, and they beat them bad. That's the thing, is the Packers have not gotten tested and they played two teams who we thought should be able to give them a game, right?
Yeah.
That's what's scaring me.
I want them to play against each other in Tampa.
Green Bay, Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
And what do you think would happen?
Okay.
Should we do this?
Sure.
We can save that for later. Hopefully Tampa does play Green Bay later this year.
Um,
Well, if your mom's not there, do you want to just get up and hit the red button? Thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
We'll
Get
be
the
back.
merch.
We'll be back next week. Check out the merch.
How do I
Just the red button. Just push.
Bye bye.
Just push that red.